So, Coach Powers, you've got Josh Doan coming in for his first NHL game inside Mullett. As his former ASU coach, what does that mean to you?
I just think tonight's all about Josh. He's genuinely earned this opportunity, and I think what's so cool about Josh's path to this moment is he's really made the decisions at every turn of his career. I think he went to Chicago on his own accord. He certainly came here on his own accord before we had Mullett, played at Oceanside Ice Arena. It was major junior or maybe something else, and certainly probably left before a lot of people thought he should have left. And he's made the most of it every single step. He's bet on himself, and he's won every time. So, the kid that opened this building as our captain, scored the first goal in it that's ever been scored, gets his first NHL game on the ice. It's a really cool moment.
I'm going to take you back in time. When was the Greg Powers moment with Josh Doan where you saw him as a kid, where you saw him and said, I've got to get that kid to play in my program?
Yeah, it was really, we knew he was a really good player. His last season playing U16 for the Junior Coyotes. But I was lucky enough. I was on the USA Hockey staff at the Rocky Mountain camp, lucky enough to have Josh on my team all weekend. So I got to feel what it was like to have Josh Doan on my bench, interacting with players, interacting with coaches. Got back from Rocky Mountain in Dallas on that Sunday night. Couldn't get in the Doan's living room fast enough. I was in there, I think, on Tuesday that week. Met with Josh, Andrea, and Shane, and I think it took a couple of weeks for Josh to really understand how monumental it would be to get him to stay here in Arizona and play college hockey at ASU. And he committed, and the rest is history.
And you look, and I got him to see him play when he was at Oceanside. He was a nice player.
Yeah.
He was a nice hockey player, and he did some things well.
Yep.
When he came on to this program as a freshman, did you say, this kid's going to play in the NHL, or gosh, he's got a lot of work to do? What were your initial impressions of him when he started here?
I think, his brain and his hockey IQ has always been elite, right? But it's always been his foot speed and his pace, and he's continued to, when he goes up levels, prove that he can play at the pace, and so it's going to be really cool to see tonight how he does. I think he's going to do great. But same thing, going from U16 to the USHL, could he play at the pace? USHL to college hockey, could he play at the pace? Obviously, when he made the decision to turn pro and go to the American League, could he play at the pace? And he's done it every step. And I think the biggest reason is obviously his off-ice work ethic and everything he's done to develop his skill set and improve his skating and his foot speed has been really impressive. But he just is so smart, and he thinks the game so well, 3 steps ahead. And it allows him to play at a fast pace, and I'm excited to see what he does tonight.
And we've talked to his dad a lot. We know what kind of a person Shane is. And you've talked about what Josh does on the ice and his preparation on the ice. Can you tell us what kind of a person he is and what made him a good leader here at ASU?
Yeah, I think he just is a chip off the block from his mom and dad. He's raised the right way. Came in as a really young freshman, and just earned everybody's respect from day one. He's just the kind of person that you have him around your program or in your room, you become better by osmosis. He's that kind of human being. So it was a no-brainer his sophomore year. He was the youngest captain we've ever had. I thought I'd have him longer than 2 years. It was more of in my mind, a developmental thing where if he would have come back this year on a 24-win team, we'd still be playing right now. But he made the right decision for Josh, and he was a great leader for us. Everybody he touches, he connects with, inside of hockey, outside of hockey, on campus, in the community. He's just a great person.
Did you get an opportunity to talk to him since the news came out of the call-up, and how did that conversation go?
Yeah, we talk all the time still. We had a really long call about a week ago, and he thought it was close. He didn't know exactly what day, and then obviously the day it happened, we spoke and was excited, and I'm just glad I'm in town so I can come see it and support him. And I know a lot of our players are going to be here. They're really excited for it too. But he's a kid that I've stayed in really close contact with and probably will forever.
One of the things in college hockey, getting kids to play at your school is tough. There's options for kids to go to different schools for different reasons. Does getting a player like Josh Doan, getting an opportunity to play in the National Hockey League, selfishly help this program a little bit too?
Of course. Anytime you can get a kid that comes here and develops into an NHL player, just like Joey DeCourt has. And Josh will be our third guy to touch NHL ice tonight. it validates what you're doing as a program. It's hard to get kids to the NHL. It's not easy. Not a lot of programs do it. This is our third, and it certainly won't be our last. But I think Josh is going to be an everyday NHL player. I really do, and I don't think there's any disputing that. And we're excited to see his first one tonight, and we'll go from there.
So if you had a chance and you were coaching him tonight before his feet hit the ice, and there's going to be a lot of nerves. There's a lot of people here to see Josh Doan. What would be, as his head coach, what would be your advice to the hockey player playing tonight?
We talked today, and I literally just said, have fun. Like, you've earned it. This wasn't given to you. You're not on the ice because of your last name. You're on the ice because of the player that you are, the person that you are, and you've earned everything that you've accomplished in your career. So just have fun. Have fun playing the game you love. And that's why he's so great, because he genuinely shows up to the rink every day, smile on his face. He's a joy to be around, and he loves the game. So just go have fun.
And we heard that. We say that about his dad all the time too, but that's real. That's not a cliche. No. That's not he sincerely is a happy kid, and I'm so happy that he got the opportunity to play for you here at Mullett and what he accomplished here at ASU, and I can't wait to see the game tonight. Thanks for taking the time.
Yeah, my pleasure.